Today on Body and Health, Dance Dance Revolution. Who says video games don't involve any exercise? Welcome to Body and Health. I'm Colleen Walsh. Video games are often held up as one reason why children today are unfit and overweight. And that may be true in many cases, but not all of them. Remember the carnival game Whack-A-Mole? It's where you try to hit a mechanical mole with a mallet as its head pops up. Well, Dance Dance Revolution is similar in a way, but the kids use their feet. It's fast and it's loud.
Here's the difficulty select screen. Beginner, light, standard. Here's the song select screen. We'll just go select a song then. Select up.
It takes a lot of time and dedication to become good at this game. Some of the things that you need to work on when you're playing is your coordination between both of your feet. A lot of people aren't naturally good at foot-to-eye coordination. You have to have good reflexes for some of the faster songs where the arrows are scrolling up at really high speed.
Second stage.
Some of the arrows are orange, while some of them are blue. The blue arrows are on the between the beats, so you'll hear like 1, 2, 3, 4, and blue arrows are like 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. So on the 2 would be a blue arrow, which is basically between the beats.
One of the first things you learn when you're playing the game is once you get past the very kind of rudimentary stomp. You start to learn that you have to conserve your energy in the way that you play. You start learning how to step on the pads in such a way that it'll still trigger the sensors, but you're not killing yourself by putting too much energy into it.
Good! Keep on going!
Just thought I'd show you guys a couple basic things. Okay, so say you've got an arrow combination that goes left, right, left, right. Here's what your beginner's gonna do. He's gonna go like this. Right, because he thinks he has to move back to the middle of the pad, but you don't actually have to do that. You can go like this. Just sit here like this, and you go left, right, right. It's way easier. Once you're playing the harder songs in the game, you're definitely moving really fast. 600 steps in a minute, or that's, you know, probably the worst you're gonna get. It's a lot of stamina to do that sort of thing. When it comes down to it, you have to be able to move your feet that fast.
100 combos.
The one thing that matters in the game is following the beat, so if I know the beat, then I can play the steps.
I'm not good for memorization at all. I play typically on shuffle, which randomizes the steps just to make it more interesting. So I know nothing as far as memorization goes. I'm not really good at that. I'm more of a sight reader.
Are you ready? Here we go. Come on, grab my heart.
I would say the typical age span that you expect in DDR players is between kind of junior high 14-year-old, say, to about my age, 21 is the typical area. But there's a couple people who are kind of deviants that lie outside that range. Like there's a guy around here, his codename's Hardcore. He's almost 30, I think. And then there's my little brother, he's 11, he plays. And they're both very good, especially considering they're outside of that kind of main age group.
Dance. I hear it all the time, the criticism for not getting out enough, playing too many violent video games. Well, my parents love the fact that I go out and play this game. You know, my mom likes to listen to the music, and she thinks it's really neat.
It's excellent exercise. I mean, I do a lot of walking on the side.
You move.
school I have sports and other stuff that keep me in shape, but out to school I'm kind of like sitting in front of the computer 24/7, so it gets me out.
This is just to complete the outfit. It has really no special meaning at all. Found it, and I was like, hey, this would go good with the costume, so I picked it. Probably both the only exercise I get, and I love music, and I like dancing. So it combines two things that I like.
This really isn't dancing. It's basically like a video game. But like I'm really good at video games. I catch on to them very quickly.
It's almost just like aerobics because it's exercise, but it's also fun. Kind of like jazzercise.
For every like 10 guys that play, one girl plays, and usually the girls aren't as good as the guys because guys just
that will change. That will change.
I'd say it's like out of the good players, it's like about 90% to 10% males to females ratio. Yeah, it's mostly guys that play the game around here.
I don't think that girls really get into video games as much as guys.
I'm not sure exactly what causes it.
More and more girls are joining, and I think it's just going to keep growing.
That is so awesome. And I'll bet more girls will be getting into that game. We'll have more on Dance Dance Revolution when Body and Health returns. Hi and welcome back. I'm Colleen Walsh. Most video games can be played all alone in a dark room. Dance Dance Revolution is much more sociable. See for yourself.
You move smoothly.
This game is one of the few games that you'll find necessarily has a social degree to it. But not only that, you also get up there and you get to know people that you play with. And sometimes you'll get someone with a greater skill level than you helping you and kind of keeping you alive through song. In Calgary here, at least, we're a very tight-knit DDR community. So we all kind of know each other. We're all friends. We hang out together. We do stuff other than DDR.
Grab my heart.
I think I'm pretty involved in the game. I try not to let myself get obsessed with trying to, you know, be the best or anything. But I do find that I play the game a lot and I'm really involved in the community. To have a good scene, you need to be organized. That's basically what I try to do. I try to help people stay organized and get tournaments going, get everyone out there kind of meeting each other, playing the game more.
You actually notice that you look better, you feel better. I find that I sleep better, actually, after I've had a long day. Like, I wouldn't go and, you know, on a treadmill all day, but I would think nothing of going for the whole day playing Dance Dance Revolution.
Always seen it as a sort of game that doesn't have a lot of limits to how good you can get at it. You can always get better.
What I like about this game is that there's always room to improve. I don't know, I really like this game because it's challenging. According to everyone, I'm God, or I'm just like the one everyone compares themselves to. I'm mentioned always on forums, I'm always talked about. It's just because of my skill level, because right now I'm the best player in Canada according to rankings and tournaments and things like that. But I guess the thing is just that the degree of how much I am better, like the next best person isn't like really close at all.
I always tell people this, we don't talk about who's getting first. The big discussion is who's going to win second this time. So it's, yeah, Adam Singer, he's just the best around here.
I've always enjoyed music. I took piano when I was smaller and guitar. and I really enjoyed listening to music, especially classical music, which is very rhythmic. So I guess I was born with a natural rhythm, but the DDR skill I've acquired over the last few years.
Excellent.
Well, I forgot to say that I got a few awards as I've been playing. Do I think Dance Dance Revolution should be an Olympic sport? Maybe in the future, maybe there could be like a video game Olympics or something like that. I don't really consider it a sport, but I guess maybe a national or global competition would be kind of interesting. I used to hate sports and stuff like that. After playing DDR for a while, I've actually gotten into sports more. I'm on the cross-country running team at school and other things like that.
Basically here you've got a lot of different resources to use related to DDR. There's also headlines and site feedback, so there will be news items that appear on this website, and then people will discuss them. I post on average on a night 5 or 6 different boards. This is just DDR Freak's just one of them. I spent upwards of 4 or 5 hours without even realizing it's just working on stuff. What we're looking at here is Stepmania. It's a simulation for DDR for the computer. Hard enough to do with your fingers, let alone your feet, right? That's Mozart that I was actually just playing there. So there's a lot of actually DDR songs that are based on different classical music. What do I get out of it? Well, I think obviously it helps to keep me in shape because I'm not the kind of person that gets a lot of physical activity. I just always stay home, play a lot of games on the computer, stuff like that. So it's definitely helped keep me in shape for one thing. But I mean, for another, I think it's given me an opportunity to take some leadership and be an organizing person. Because a lot of people that play the game are kind of disorganized and, like, you know, randomly all about. I feel good being able to take the position where I can help lead and organize things and make sure that things kind of keep going well.
And DDR is not the only game parents might approve of. The kids can play drums, maracas, or guitars along with videos, as well as dance. When Body and Health returns, we'll look at some of the other ways to get kids moving.